Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
All right. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We're just waiting on a couple more people to show up, and we're going to go get going. Thank you so much for showing up. We have a chat going on in the right-hand side there. This is used for questions at any time. Feel free to post them in there. If you guys just want to let us know you're here, let us know your name and what campground you're with, where you're at. We'd love to hear from you while we're waiting for some more people to join. Lots of people from Texas so far. That's awesome. Welcome, guys. Texas is the place to be for this solar eclipse for sure.
Absolutely. I think Texas is actually the state that's going to have the longest eclipse duration.
Yep.
So
Yep. I'm in Indiana too. I'm in Indianapolis, so I'm on the path of totality as well. But yeah, definitely all the way up to Maine. We got a big path. Right.
all of North America, actually. This is in 2017. It was just the States, but this one in 2024 is going to be Canada and Mexico.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They're calling it the Great North American Eclipse.
Yeah, Patrick is from Canada, if you guys can't tell by his accent. So
I always hear it. To me, it doesn't sound like I have an accent, but I always get told, you sound a little funny.
Hi, Bob. Welcome. All right. Just give it maybe one more minute here, and then we're going to get started. But it looks like some more people are still rolling in, so we'll wait for them.
Awesome. If you're in the path, you got a very good opportunity coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy, though, how many people just want to get out there, whether you're in the actual path or just near it or outside away from city lights. Like, there's tons of opportunity everywhere you go. So it's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to see about getting there. I'm in Western Canada, so
yeah,
it's going to be a little bit of a drive. But
yeah. Come on out to Indianapolis. We'll host you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Okay, looks like we're just waiting for our slides to pop up here. Awesome. Okay. Just about time. Awesome. More people showing up. Hi, Debbie. Waterside RV. Nice. Definitely some names I've seen before and that I recognize. So this is really cool. I love this. This is fun. Awesome. Okay. All right, so we've waited our good 5 minutes, so we can go ahead and get started here. All right. So today we have myself. My name's Kelsey. I'm the head of customer success here. I've been with RoverPass for just over 2 years and have seen a lot of growth here. And I absolutely love this company. I love what it stands for. I love working here. I'll be here forever, most likely. And we also have Patrick. Patrick is based in Canada, but he has escaped the Canadian winter. He's now in Colombia. So we are all over the place. I'm in Indianapolis on that path of totality. So definitely this webinar interests me as well. So we will go ahead and get started. So a little bit of the overview here. We all know why we're here. This is for the eclipse, the event of 2024. The eclipse is going to stretch across the United States from Texas up to Maine on April 8th. It's dubbed the Great North American Eclipse. So it is pretty epic. Nearly 215 million people watched the 2017 total eclipse that went from Oregon all the way to South Carolina. And we expect a higher turnout, even bigger turnout for the 2024 eclipse, because it's going to last a whole 4 minutes and 27 seconds, which is double the duration of the 2017 total eclipse, which is crazy. Campgrounds are already seeing an influx of bookings, and we know that there's tons of opportunity for people to see even more. So we're super excited for this. So the 2017 solar eclipse witnessed a significant influx of visitors in campgrounds and RV parks along its path. 7.4 million people in the U.S. alone traveled to view the solar eclipse. And many of them were RVing or tent camping because that's the best views. If you're outside of city lights, you're going to see it all. We also have tons of potential for upsells and new sales. So we are going to present upsells to our current customers, and we're going to attract new customers and ultimately boosting revenue. Just getting your park's name out there for people who might just visit you just because of the solar eclipse are most likely going to return if their experience was a positive one. Campgrounds are on or near the eclipse path have the opportunity to grow their business tremendously by fully booking out. We've already seen this. In 2017, we were just a baby company, but we had many campgrounds along that path of totality completely book out to where people were just using their parking lot as sites, just anything that they could to welcome more people and make some more money and give everyone the opportunity to see this incredible once-in-a-lifetime event. So we're going to start with some marketing techniques, some partnerships, stuff like that. And Patrick is our marketing manager. He is a guru in all things marketing. So we're going to go ahead and pass it over to him to let him share a bit more information with that.
Thanks, Kelsey. So yeah, as mentioned, I'm the marketing manager for RoverPass, which means I do marketing for RoverPass, but not just that. I also help the campgrounds and RV parks with RoverPass market their campgrounds. So the first thing to go over is the strategies that we've looked at and that we think would be very beneficial for anyone on or near the path of totality to kind of look into and kind of pursue. So first up is special event packages, creating unique solar eclipse viewing packages that can include guided stargazing tours, eclipse-themed parties, and educational sessions by astronomers. So really, this is, as Kelsey said, the event of 2024. This is the biggest eclipse that's going to happen in North America until 2047, I think. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. So you can't treat it, or you shouldn't treat it like any other day. This is something you should go all out for, and that includes event packages. Early promotions, Begin promoting the event early to capture interest and secure reservations by utilizing marketing channels such as email, website, and social media campaigns. I'll go a bit more into that on the next slide, but just so you guys know. Partnerships, collaborate with local businesses, observatories, or astronomy clubs to offer additional value and experiences to guests. And community engagement, foster a sense of community through pre-eclipse gatherings, informative talks, and showcasing local artists' eclipse-inspired artwork. So yeah, this is going to be a really big event, and this is something you could absolutely get your community involved in. You could find astronomers in your area who would I'm sure be more than happy to come out and kind of host people, explain what's going on, explain why it's so significant. You could showcase artwork of people from kids to professionals, informative talks, stuff like that. Now you can go ahead, Kelsey. So continuing on attracting reservations, here are the kind of the promotion channels that we feel would be most beneficial to pursue. So first off is email marketing. Craft compelling email campaigns to inform your potential guests about the unique experiences awaiting them. So if you're a campground or RV park, chances are pretty good you have people's emails. Either you have an email list, or when people book a reservation with you, you have their email. This is a really good opportunity, especially starting now, kind of so you're not scrambling, A, and B, so that you can put the name of your property in the minds of your potential guests, so they'd be way more likely to book with you. So sending an email, I don't know, it's up to you how often you want to send it, but we're about 100 some days away, so you could start sending one once a month. Be like, hey, we're in the path of totality, or we're very near the path of totality. We'd love to have you there, stuff like that. Social media as well, so utilizing platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to showcase the preparations and create a buzz around the event. So again, most of you are probably at least on one of those, Facebook or Instagram, maybe TikTok. Really good opportunity to, especially now, start generating buzz. Put awesome, if you're planning any events, you can start promoting the events on your social media, stuff like that. Local collaborations. So again, this is a once in a lifetime event. I am very positive you can get people in your community, local businesses, local astronomers, observatories, you could get them on board. So reach out to your local community, get everyone on board, and make this event count. Make it count. Interactive map feature. So highlighting your campground or RV park on RoverPass interactive solar eclipse map with distinguished colors to attract more visitors. So kind of to help RV campgrounds and RV parks, our development team has created an interactive solar eclipse map. So every campground that is listed on the RoverPass marketplace that is on or near the path of totality is actually listed on an interactive map that potential guests can come and look at. And if they see your camp, or they see a state that they want to be in, they can mouse over and find your property and just book right through there. Additionally, not just the map, but we've also created individual state pages. So let's say someone wants to book a stay in Texas. We have a dedicated page for Texas where they can view every single RoverPass marketplace campground or RV park that is in Texas, and they can book through there. So if you aren't already on the marketplace, we highly suggest you get on it and list yourself on these websites, because they're already seeing a lot of traffic, and it's not something you want to miss out on. Yeah, you can go ahead, Kelsey. So post-event engagement. The event is in the middle of the day, which means that you have the rest of the day and potentially the day after to kind of take advantage of having all the people there. And so the first thing is continued engagement. Organizing post-eclipse activities such as astronomy workshops for kids, a guided night sky tour with aforementioned local observatories and astronomy clubs. So the event is going to come and pass, but people are still going to be there. And one of the best things you can do to kind of make the event even more special is to have stuff continue on in the day and into the night. So you could have parties once the sun sets. You could go from the eclipse to looking at the night sky if you're kind of out of light pollution range, stuff like that. Really kind of start thinking about how you can make the event even more special for your guests, because the more special the event is, the more memorable it is, and the more likely they're to become recurring guests. Launching a photo contest. Encourage guests to capture their experiences during the solar eclipse and share them on social media, ideally with a unique hashtag. It could be your property name, hashtag. I saw Riverside RV, hashtag Riverside RV, something like that. Offer attractive prizes to generate enthusiasm. Again, you can tell them, hey, the best photo will give you a prize, a package, something like that. Social media sharing. So again, encourage your guests to share their photos and experiences on social media, ideally with a unique hashtag to continue generating interest and attracting future visitors. In marketing, we call it organic marketing. It's something that you don't have to do. It's hands off. And it is one of the most powerful marketing tools, because instead of you promoting your park, it's other people saying, oh, I had such a great time here. The view was great, but not only that, the whole event was great. The park owners were awesome. Our spot was awesome, etc. Highlighting positive reviews. So share positive reviews and testimonials received post-event on your website and social media platforms to attract future visitors. So again, if you have an awesome event, share it. And you could use the social media posts that other people have made to do so. And finally, utilizing user-generated content. So again, share photos and videos from the photo contest or from social media to showcase the unique experiences your campground or RV park offers. All right, leveraging RoverPass to maximize your revenue. So RoverPass, we're here to help campgrounds and RV parks grow. And we have a lot of different tools and products and strategies to do that. So one of those is premium website creation. My team, the marketing team, we help campgrounds and RV parks create really nice, sleek, professional, premium, and easily navigable websites to promote their RV parks and campgrounds. And for the Solar Eclipse, we can help you with some Solar Eclipse branded stuff, but not just that. You have to consider that there is going to be a lot of competition, not just now, but in the future in the outdoor hospitality business. And the very best thing you can do to stand out is to have a really nice, sleek looking website. And that is part of what my team does. We sit down with owners, we get everything that we need from them, we create a brand for them, and we create a really nice website for them. Again, the interactive map feature. So our development team, they created a really awesome page with an interactive map. And for you, if you're on the marketplace, you're probably already on there. If you're not, and you're in the path or near the path of totality, you can let us know and we'll put you on there. If you're not on the marketplace, we also highly suggest getting onto it now so that we can add you onto the interactive map, which is seeing a lot of traffic. And I will hand it back to Kelsey now.
Awesome. Thank you, Patrick. So we have got a few questions about that interactive map. This went live recently enough, but we're starting to see some more traffic there. So we're definitely going to see some bookings coming through soon. So someone asked when they can start to see bookings for this event. Really ASAP. We're pushing hard as a company to really let campers know, or people in the outdoor space, that this is happening and that we have campgrounds who are open and willing to accommodate these people. So we're pushing hard. So we're definitely going to see an uptick in reservations for the event here shortly. And if for some reason you're not being booked, your campground being listed on that map, more and more people these days travel kind of at like that last minute mindset. So definitely having you on there is going to highly affect your bookings. When people come April 1st realize this is happening and they want to get camping, they want to get out, they want to see it. So we're definitely going to see probably the bulk of our reservations for the event come in March and April. So super exciting. So we're going to jump in here on how to use the RoverPass central reservation system to get more bookings, to profit, to get more profit, to get more revenue. Just to kind of preface this, this webinar is mostly designed to accommodate our existing customers. It's not a sales call. It's not a sales webinar. But of course, we are willing to help you if you are not a current customer. But we just kind of want to say if we're going too fast, we will be sending out these slides, a recording of this presentation. So you'll have all of this to go over, rewatch, and kind of learn, especially that post event engagement stuff that Patrick went over. That's super important. And I know that it's not necessarily top of mind because it's post event, but we'll definitely be sending that your way, so you have it to look at once the solar eclipse ends and you want to boost your bookings. So we are going to go into adding sites in the platform, holiday rates, our dynamic pricing feature, and the general store. So we're going to start with adding sites. So not only is adding new sites important, but we definitely want to make sure that we're marketing our sites that we currently have. So going into the RoverPass owner portal, going into that reservation tab and selecting the sites tab, and going in there and selecting all our sites and making sure that our amenities are updated, that we have good descriptions, that your pricing is correct, your specifications, your rules, all of that is super important. And once you have that kind of all on lock, we are highly encouraging people to add new sites. So what does this mean? You kind of have your campground, you have your sites, you have your hookups, that's that. But do you have open land, a field you've never used, a picnic area, sports area, a parking lot? All of these areas are great spots to create temporary spots for the eclipse. So you don't need amenities at these spots. You don't need hookups, nothing. It's just putting them on RoverPass to book for just this specific time. So you're not going to have people there all the time, but for this event, if you're in that path of totality, you have a great chance of completely filling up. So we just kind of want you to get kind of thinking out of the box and thinking into different spaces that you could potentially use to fill up your campground. To add sites in RoverPass is super, super easy. We're just going to that sites tab that I talked about before. There's an add a new site button, and you're just going to fill out your information. If you do have open land, a parking lot, something like that, a lot of people just want people to go there, find your own spot. But we have found it best that you kind of designate spots. So it doesn't have to be drawn out or anything like that, but just go into that specific site and kind of figure out how many people could comfortably camp there. So is it 10? Is it 20? Figure out how many people could come there and stay the night there and watch this eclipse from. So we have tons of campgrounds that are already starting to do this, or not campgrounds. So people who just own land in the path of totality who aren't really using it. Maybe they plan to use it in the future, or they know someone who owns land and can kind of arbitrage it for this event. We can help you with all of this, making sure that you have your sites up. We've had people do this for years, not for the solar eclipse, but for different events, who just use RoverPass for certain events. They create temporary sites, and once that event is done, they're done off the site. So we have tons and tricks up our sleeve to make you the most money you possibly can during this event. But we just want to make sure that you are super prepared for tons of questions coming in, tons of reservations. We want to just make sure that you're completely prepared for this. one of those things, even if you are listing, let's say, a parking lot or an open field, you want to try to make sure that there are basic amenities, not maybe at the site itself, but portable toilets, temporary lighting, things like that. You can also offer information on eclipse viewing safety and recommending solar viewing glasses. So just kind of making sure that those people are set up and aren't destroying your land at the same time as having an enjoyable experience. We also, Patrick kind of touched on this, but we love to encourage community engagement. So if you do have that open field or that open spot of land, maybe setting up the way people are camping in a circle or semicircle, something that encourages in community engagement so that everyone there who is there to view the eclipse can kind of talk and get together and come together as one to watch this, because this is going to be it's going to be epic. It really is. So these are just a couple slides on how to go ahead and add those new sites. Again, I'm kind of going to go through this quickly, but we will send you this whole slide deck so you know exactly how to do this when you're ready. So next thing we're going to go into is those holiday rates. Holiday rates is a bit of a misnomer. We at RoverPass like to call them override pricing or event pricing. So holiday rates can be used for any event to increase pricing and add minimum night stays. You can also decrease pricing if you really want to encourage people to come or want to offer a package. Let's say you stay the whole weekend, it's this price. You can totally do that as well. But this event is probably the ultimate holiday of 2024. This is our Super Bowl, right? This is the Camping World Super Bowl. So we're definitely going to be rolling out special rates. Just like the Super Bowl increases rates, we're going to increase our rates as well. So you've added those new sites, you've optimized your amenities on your existing sites. We gotta work on our pricing. So it's super easy to go in and add holiday pricing. You just go into your rate editor like you normally do when you're editing your seasonal pricing. You're going to click on that add holiday pricing button, and it's going to pop up with this little pop-up. We encourage you to name it Solar Eclipse pricing, but you can name it whatever. You'll set your dates. So this is kind of fun. This is just an example, but this is kind of what we recommend is setting your rates, your holiday rates for the solar eclipse from the 5th to the 7th. Why the 7th when it's on the 8th? The 7th will include the night of the 7th and end on the 8th. So a lot of people aren't going to be spending the night after the event, but you could include the 8th as well. But most people will be spending Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday night. So that's what we've included here. You can set your price. I guarantee you can probably go higher than you think you can for events like this. Again, it's up to you. It's how you run your business. It's who your customers are going to be. But you can set whatever rate you want. And then you set your minimum night requirements. I've set 2 in my example, but a lot of people are going to do 3. So they're requiring everyone to stay Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, maximizing that entire weekend instead of just the one night that people would come. But again, it kind of depends. You can kind of know your customer, you can know your market, you can know your demand. And again, this can be edited at any time. So if you set it to 3 and you realize you're not getting as many bookings as you want, you can set it to 2, you can set it to 1. This can be edited at any time as things progress. So definitely encourage using these holiday rates to completely optimize your bookings for the solar event. So next thing that we have for maximizing and optimizing your pricing is dynamic pricing. So we have dynamic pricing built into our software. It is super easy to use. When you use dynamic pricing in RoverPass, your price that you set is your bottom. So you are not going to go lower like some other platforms do. If you get too close, it will start sending out your property for much lower than what you have set. We don't do that because we don't want to mess with your bottom line. So what our dynamic pricing is focused on is increasing your pricing as you get booked up. So once you hit 50% occupancy, our dynamic pricing system will start to increase that pricing. And you get to pick your strategy here. We have 3 different main strategies for our dynamic pricing: conservative, moderate, and aggressive. Conservative starts with a gentle 4% rate increase at 50% occupancy. It's barely noticeable, truly, to your campers, but you will see a difference in your bottom line. So we would love to see campgrounds use this for the solar event. Let's say you're creating a whole new site type for your solar eclipse, your primitive sites, whatever you're using. We can apply it just to those sites. So those sites will just be available for those days. So we'll start with that conservative. We also have moderate, which is our most popular. It's an 8% hike at the 50% occupancy rate, and it's the sweet spot. You're going to see a big growth in your profits, and also campers are definitely going to be happy with this. This is great too if you don't know how much bookings you're going to get, how much you should set your pricing for. You can set your pricing at your normal rate or maybe just a little higher, and then turn on dynamic pricing. And as things progress, it'll automatically increase that pricing. And then we have the aggressive, which is I like to call bold. It's a 12% increase at that 50% occupancy. It's definitely high risk, high reward. I truly don't think it's that high of risk, to be honest, but it is our most high risk strategy. And it will definitely increase your rates as you go along. But I highly, highly recommend, if you've never tried our dynamic pricing tool, to start out at moderate and see where that takes you. I think you're going to be pretty happy with it. It's super user-friendly and offers just that right amount of increase to get your profitability up as your occupancy goes up as well. So to set that, super easy. That reservation setup tab on that left-hand bar, you're just going to click on dynamic pricing. It's going to lead you to this page right here. And you just click your strategy and you're done. So easy. All right. So our next thing is using the general store to add items such as eclipse glasses or handheld solar viewers. And we've already seen at least one campground having a lot of fun with this and adding t-shirts, hats, and koozies. So they're finding companies who can make them t-shirts with their campground name, with the solar eclipse, and really marketing this event and their campground. So general store is super easy to use. You're just going in that left-hand navigation bar again, selecting the general store, select the products tab, and adding a new product. So when you click on that add new product button, it's going to pop up another screen that's going to just guide you through how to add that product. It's going to ask you a bunch of different questions to make sure that you're setting up that product the way you want it to display. So a couple of options here is just selling that product when people get to your campground. You can also sell that product when someone makes a reservation. So let's say you had set up some sites just for the eclipse. They're just temporary sites just for the eclipse. You can also add products just for those sites. So when someone goes and books a solar eclipse site, they'll also be offered an option to book or to buy solar eclipse glasses or a t-shirt or a solar handheld device, whatever you want to order. So that's a super fun option to kind of upsell every reservation that you're already going to get if people are interested. All right, so we'll jump into our bonus round. So these are just two things that RoverPass offers to kind of boost your actual reservations. So if you feel like you aren't getting enough reservations and you want to really market yourself, we have ways to kind of boost your marketability. So our first one is premium listings. So we offer a product that will boost you in our marketplace. So every CRS customer, so central reservation customer, will be on our marketplace. This is roverpass.com. When you go to roverpass.com and you search for a destination, I'm going to use Misty Mountain as an example here. So if you search Cuba, New York, the first campground that's going to pop up will be Misty Mountain. However, if someone's searching a region close to Cuba, but it's not actual Cuba, they're going to be listing maybe the campgrounds that are closer to that area they were actually searching. But if you have a premium listing, it's going to list you first, which is a super great way to boost your bookings, especially with their new feature that's going to allow people to pick a state in the path of totality and look at all the campgrounds in that state. So Texas, New York, for example, this example in New York, someone was looking at New York and you had a premium listing, yours would be first in that state. So that's a really cool option to kind of boost you up against your competition. So we love that. We have tons of options with that as well. So we encourage you reaching out to our sales team to see what we can do for you, because we offer a lot with that. Second way that we can also boost listings is with our channel management feature. So some of our current customers probably already know this. When you sign up for RoverPass, you're already listed with Hip Camp and with Spot Tonight. But we have another feature that can link you with Airbnb, Expedia, Booking.com, VRBO. What this does is you create your listing on an online travel agent, such as Airbnb or Expedia, and then we link that to RoverPass. So every time you get a booking on, let's say, Airbnb, it's going to automatically populate to RoverPass. And every time you get a booking on RoverPass, it's automatically going to go the other way and populate to Airbnb. So you never get double booked, but you're able to market yourself on multiple platforms. So this is a great way to boost those bottom line reservations, not just for the solar eclipse for every time, but for the solar eclipse, definitely. If you're adding, I know someone already in the comments said they had extra land. If you want full occupancy, this is a great way to do it. A great way to get completely full. All right, so that's my spiel. I will definitely be sending you guys all these slide decks so you can go over the exact steps, and we will have a Q&A in just a minute here to go over the questions you guys have, so you can go ahead and start typing those now in that comment box. But I'm going to pass it back over to Patrick to talk about gifts.
Yeah, gifts. Who doesn't love them? I love them. I'm sure most of you guys love them, and I guarantee all of your guests love gifts. So for example, for new guests, attractive offers or welcome packages to entice Eclipse travelers to choose your campground or RV park for their 2024 Solar Eclipse experience. So Kelsey kind of touched on that earlier, how we have some campgrounds and RV parks already having fun with the branded t-shirts, koozies, stuff like that. And I mean, events come and go, memories last a lifetime, and fridge magnets last just as long as memories, in my experience. So you could have fun like a fridge magnet or a t-shirt or a mug saying, like, as an example, I went to Misty Mountain and all I saw was the Great North American Solar Eclipse, stuff like that. And the investment you're putting in is very, very minimal for something that your guests will have for a very long time. And whenever they look at it, they'll be like, oh, I had an amazing time at Misty Mountain or wherever. It's a really good way to kind of generate loyalty. For current guests, exclusive discounts or special packages for the Eclipse as a token of appreciation for their loyalty. So if you have recurring guests, if you have people who have been with you for years, you can reach out and say, hey, we would love to have you here for the event of the next 2 decades. Again, this is generating loyalty. And for you, we have some gifts for you guys. We have 2 guides that we will be sending after the webinar ends, along with all the other, with the slide deck and everything else. So one of them is a guide for learning how to digitally market your campground. And the other one is a guide for the solar eclipse. So a bit more expansive than just these slides and what we're saying. It kind of goes way more into depth. So those 2 guides we will be sending to you in an email along with everything else after the webinar.
All right, guys. So this kind of wraps it up. Just our summary here. It's going to be massive. I'm sure you guys already know that. That's why you're here. You're willing and able to profit on this, to increase your revenue, to have a freaking good time. We highly recommend you take advantage of all the promotions, packages, and partnerships we're offering. Utilize email, social media collaborations, utilize RoverPass. Definitely take a look again at that post-event strategy. There's a lot of good stuff there. And remember to choose your holiday rate sites and dynamic pricing and your general store. Make it fun. We're here to help you on the customer success side. So please reach out. We are happy to help you optimize your sites for the solar eclipse. So we're definitely here for you for any of that. So we're going to open it up to a Q&A. I definitely see some unanswered questions in here already. Someone has asked if the store is included with the software. Yes, it is. There's absolutely no extra charge for the general store. It's included with the central reservation system. So if you sign up with our CRS software, you get that general store, and there's no extra charge. No charge for per item. No transaction fee. Nothing. So it's a really good tool. All right. And I think there's a marketing question out there for you, Patrick.
What is the marketplace? So yeah, the RoverPass marketplace is the largest directory of bookable campgrounds in North America. So kind of think of it like, I don't know, Airbnb for campgrounds and RV parks. If you go to roverpass.com, you can search by location, search by state, and it'll show you all of the RV parks and campgrounds in that area, at which point you can book for them.
Yes. So this question, I think we answered. But yes, if you have new sites, we can definitely just put them into RoverPass. It's easy to do. And we're happy to help too. So if you're having trouble or if it's going to take you a long time, please reach out. We're happy to help you set those up on the support team. You're welcome, Bob. Absolutely. Glad to shout you out anytime. That's a really good idea. I love that idea, reaching out to local colleges that are outside the path, where people definitely have the opportunity to come to you. That's super smart. We really appreciate that suggestion. It's awesome.
What's the best social media network to promote events like the solar eclipse? It largely depends what you're already using and what you have the biggest following in. So if you've been using Facebook for a decade and you have a lot of people on Facebook, I would suggest Facebook. If you are on Instagram and Facebook, use both. But if you're on none of them, then I would say probably Facebook and Instagram are the best, unless you are a little bit more tech savvy with TikTok. But whatever you have a really large or decent following in, I would highly suggest utilizing that. If you're not on any social media, then Facebook and Instagram are probably your best bets.
All right, what else you guys got for us? We're ready for questions. Throw them out here.
See one from a bit earlier from Manny Hill asking how they can get into the marketplace if they're not already in it. So the sign up is super simple. Yep. How can I get in the marketplace? So the sign up is super simple. You do it through our website. So the link would be roverpass.com/marketplace. If you don't remember that, it's no worries. I will make sure to include it in the post webinar email so you can take a look at it. Alternatively, you can go to info.roverpass.com. It's a little bit easier to remember, and we do have a section there for the marketplace. We are a brand spanking new park. Any suggestions for someone like us? Your community. Again, this is like we've been hammering home on this. This is a really, really, really big event. And what better time to kind of get your name out there, get your park out there, than by engaging with your local community. You can put up flyers, you can talk to locals, you can do an art competition, you could do a raffle, you could do really anything. And honestly, I would say this is a really good time to be a new park if you're on or near the path of the eclipse. Like this is a amazing opportunity to grow your business and grow your brand. Hopefully that helps out.
Absolutely. And I have some suggestions just from like kind of seeing support side in our most successful parks. Good pictures are huge. Hire someone to take pictures. It's absolutely important. The better your pictures, the better success you're gonna have. So pictures all day, every day.
Is the interactive map available for viewing now? Yes, it is. Are we on the path since we're included in the webinar? I'm not sure about that. It depends whether or not you're already on the marketplace. We'll have a email in a little bit for you to ask that question and get a solid response from host support. But the interactive map is available for viewing now. We will send you the link to it along with everything else after the webinar.
Yeah. So marketplace, to join the marketplace, we don't charge for our marketplace. So it's just a per booking fee. So if you reach out to us, we're happy to put you on our marketplace. If you do get a booking through our marketplace, we do take a percentage, but there is absolutely no fee to be on our marketplace. We love to throw out the billboard effect here. So we get a lot of people who are find your campground on our marketplace, but go to your website because they want more information than our marketplace will provide. And they're going to book directly through you. But it's just a great way to kind of get the ball rolling on getting people, getting your park in front of people. So it's super easy to join our marketplace if you're not already on it. If you are using our central reservation system, if you are using our request reservation system, you are automatically already on our marketplace.
So I mentioned of an ebook about all of this. How can I get a copy of that? We will be sending you the copy along with the other ebook. Again, after the webinar, I will create an email for all of you with all the links to the ebooks, to the interactive maps to the marketplace, because some people brought it up. I'll throw everything into one email with a bunch of easy to click links, and we'll shoot it over to you guys.
All right, guys, we're about to wrap this up, but we are willing to take more questions if you have them. So please, we'll give you a couple more minutes here to jot down any other questions you have. But again, we will be sending over the ebook, the slide deck, and a recording of this webinar. So you'll have it all for reference in the future. Oh, thanks, Debbie. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Debbie.
And yes, we do have a list of all the attendees and all people who signed up. So if you signed up and you're here, we know it, and we will go ahead and send the email address or the email with the ebook and the webinar over.
Yeah. To access the webinar, you would have had to have provided your email. So if we have it, we'll be sending it to you.
I love that. We love Paula. She might be here in the background watching us. So Paula, if you're here, hello. We love you. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we're about to wrap it up here. Not seeing any questions pop through. So we just want to thank you again for being here, for asking really great questions. We have our info at roverpass.com site to go to if you're not already a current customer. There's lots of info there. And if you want our help optimizing these reservations or your sites or anything regarding the Solar Eclipse or anything regarding RoverPass, please reach out to host support at roverpass.com. We have a great support team, like Bob mentioned with Paula, and we're ready to help. So please, we'd love to hear from you. And that's it. We will go ahead and sign off here, let you all get back to your evenings. But thank you for being here. We all really appreciate it. And we are here when you need us.
Yep. Thank you all for taking the time. And please be on the lookout for an email I will be sending you with all of this info, all of the 2 ebooks, the slide deck, and all of the links.
Perfect. And please be on the lookout for future webinars. We plan to do a lot more of these with our product team, with our development teams, with new features, how RoverPass is growing. There's going to be a lot more cool information coming your way in the months to come. So we'd love to have you back.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. That's it. Have a great night.
All right. See you.